No one gives a damn how hard you work. And that's going to hit some of you guys in your sensitive region today. And you're going to come back at me and go, hard work absolutely matters. And it is important how hard you work. And I'm not here to discredit or try to sell you some pipe dream that you're going to accomplish anything of significant value without hard work. With that being said, far too often, people wrap their identity around, I'm the hardest worker in the room. There's so many sayings out there. The Rock is famous for that one. One of the guys that I look up to immensely, Cam Haines, says, nobody cares, work harder. What I'm talking about here isn't to discredit either one of those extremely successful and inspirational men. Everybody that has achieved anything of significant value and worth in this world, they worked hard to get there. But where we allow hard work to become our identity can get us into problems is we focus more on the notion that we're working hard than actually holding it up against the fruit of that work. Because in the Bible, that's what it says. From the fruit, I will know them. It didn't say from your hard work, I will know them. They said from the fruit, I will know them. And so if you are working really, really, really hard, but you're not seeing any progress. Now, we're not talking about super fast progress. I'm saying if you're not seeing any progress, if you're staying plateaued, you have to step back and ask yourself, am I working hard on the right things? You could be the fastest runner in the world, but if you're running in the wrong direction, it doesn't matter. You're further from your goal. One of my mentors, Mike Arcee, once said, listen, I'm not impressed by the guy that works twice as hard to get the same results. I'm impressed by the guy that has put the time into becoming efficient and can get the same results with half the effort. And why does that matter? It matters because if you're going to scale anything to any type of size, at some point in time, you have to become efficient. You have to get the results. What matters isn't that you're working hard. I want you to think about it like this. Let's say, for example, that you have a business, and that business requires that you do a sale a day. Let's keep it simple. And let's say that you have a manager who's in charge of sales. And that manager goes to work and they clean the bathrooms, they restock all the equipment, they do their inventory, they place their orders, they mop the floor, they vacuum. They work hard all day, but they generate no sales. And they do this day after day after day. Does it matter to you that they're working really, really hard on the things that you're not paying them to do? What would you rather have? That manager who goes to work and they bust their ass and they clean and they organize stuff that you could pay somebody minimum wage to do. They do it for you at 2 or 3 times minimum wage, but they make it no sales. Or would you rather have somebody that doesn't even go into your business, but they sign up 5 people every day? Are you going to tell that person they don't have a job because they don't go to your business? Or are you going to reward them because what they're doing is producing the outcome you want? This is what you have to start looking at, because it's far too easy to just go, I'm going to work hard until it works. But that leaves the door wide open for you to never step back and do self-reflection and ask yourself, let me look at the numbers. Let me look at what the data is telling me. I'm just going to go put my head down and work hard, work hard, work hard. It's a combination of those things. And some of you may go, anybody who works hard is going to do that. It's not true. I've been in business for 18 years. I've seen it happen multiple times. I was telling this story to some people the other day. I had a gentleman who I was actually friends with when we first opened SoldierFit. And he was acting as the head trainer at my Frederick location. And he would get to the gym at 5 a.m. and he would stay to 6, 7 p.m. He was always in the gym, 12, 13, 14 hours a day at the gym. And if you talk to him, and I know this because we've had this conversation, he felt like he was grinding. I was doing work. I'm in that gym all day long. I don't even come home. But while he's at the gym, he's working out 2 times a day. He's watching a ton of YouTube videos. He ran a few classes and he trained a handful of clients. The actual work that he was doing, that we were paying him to do, was only about 6 hours. I can't pay you to watch YouTube videos. I can't pay you to read a lot and work out twice a day. I'm paying you to provide a service to our customers, and I'm paying you to train up more trainers, and I'm paying you to bring in more customers. The payroll has to generate its return. Otherwise, it's just an expense. It does not matter how hard you work. I tell people in the gym space all the time, you can clean all day, stack all the weights, be super organized, have the display looking great, and you will be the cleanest, nicest, neatest, emptiest gym on the block, and you'll be out of business within 2 to 3 years. No one cares that you're working hard to do that because no one cares about anything other than the results. But if we're not careful, we'll wrap our identity around hard work. This gentleman was so frustrated. He goes, I'm working all the time. I'm not making enough money. What am I supposed to pay you for? Watching YouTube videos in the office? And unfortunately, we parted ways. I wish I could say we parted ways on good terms, but we didn't. The gentleman that came in and replaced him, same job, same location, same responsibilities, did not stay in the gym nearly as long, made double the income of that gentleman, made an additional $45,000 a year, and crushed it. He was happy. He had great work-life balance. The members loved him. The company loved him because he was doing what we were actually paying the position to do, which was help our clients get better results, help bring up new trainers under you, and help increase the revenue of the location. Everyone was happy, and he worked with us for years until he decided to go on and open his own business. But this is just an example, and I see this happen over and over again. I see this happen in business owners where they just hang their hat on, I work so hard, I work so hard, I work so hard, I work so hard. Ask yourself this question. If hard work is going to produce results, if we're working on the right thing, and you're not getting the results you want, then isn't it just common sense to stand to reason and go, I'm not working on the right thing, I'm not pulling the right lever? And this will be a monumental mindset shift if you will allow it to be. Again, don't bother coming in the comment section going, oh, you got to work hard. No one said you didn't have to work hard. What I'm saying is hard work doesn't matter unless it's hard work on the things that matter, the outcomes that matter. So when you're looking across your core 4 of your body, your being, your balance, your business, my question for you is, what does your fruit tell you? What does your body, your physical strength, your cardiovascular stamina, your blood panels, your health, your aesthetics, what does it tell you about your work? If we go to your relationships with your spouse, with your kids, what does the relationships tell you about your work? If we look at your connection with God, What does the fruit of that relationship tell you about your work to get closer and connect with God? With your business, your finances. What does the bank account tell you about the fruit of your work? And once you know that answer, and once you're finally willing to be truthful and face it, then, my friends, we can start to create a plan and a program to actually make a shift and change to head you towards results, not just backbreaking work. If you have any questions, any things trying to figure out how do I break through this plateau, I would love to be able to be one of the people that helped you. I'd love to be on your team. All I'm going to need you to do, leave a comment below. We'll talk about what you're facing, and we'll help make sure that you're poised and ready to face the storms in your life. Head down, horn up. Until next time, fam. Salute.